rest holds. Carmella, rest holds. Nia Jackson and Alexa Bliss, rest holds. It took the New York, New Jersey crowd, a crowd that is normally on fire, a crowd that is normally super into the show, and you killed it. After Seth Rollins and The Miz, you killed the crowd. When it's reaching to that point where people are leaving the main events, this one, let me put it this way, people wouldn't be leaving if it was AJ Styles and Shinsuke as the main event.
But the overall ending would arguably not be any much better.
Oh, it would be people angry, yes, but they would still be booing. They wouldn't be immediately walking out the door.
Yeah, looking back when I was thinking about the ending of this match, just looking at the way everything was going, the only real solution I've ever heard to really fix the ending to this match and make everything come together is putting Seth Rollins and Miz on last. That would probably be the best way you could possibly end this entire show. Which is certainly a testament to the Intercontinental title, but definitely not a testament to whoever was booking the match order. But yeah, I honestly fell asleep here, and from what I saw the next morning from Twitter reactions, I really was not missing a thing.
Well, because legit, this is basically WWE's way of saying, we think Roman Reigns is better than everybody else. We give him all the main events. Doesn't matter whether he's in a title match or not. Did that match deserve to be the main event?
Absolutely
no.
not. Absolutely not.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the match itself deserved to be the main event. The ending would have pissed people off all the same, but you still would have had the people in the stand.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
Okay. But with this, okay, this is basically Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble all over again. This is, it's a singles match. Okay. Nothing is on the line. No stakes. At all. Okay. Why does this get main event over everything else? When you have a WWE title match on the card. When you have the Intercontinental title match on the card. It just shows that the WWE doesn't give a fuck about what the fans want. It proves, without a shadow of a doubt, what we've been saying all along.
And I think that's why more and more people are really, really saying that right now.
Yeah,
before
it
was
like,
just the core audience. Now it's more people.
Before it was everyone had the idea that they thought more of Roman Reigns than everybody else. I mean, like, you could see it and come up with your own thing, but there was the idea. There was no solid proof. There was none of that. But this, we have the proof now.
and from what I've been reading, the whole storyline plan that they have for Reigns is to give him the Daniel Bryan storyline where the authority keeps screwing him out of the title.
No.
Guess what? The only reason that worked with Daniel Bryan is because of who Daniel Bryan is and what he looks like.
And the simple fact is, when they're trying to keep him away from the title, that's not just storyline purposes. That's legit. When they're trying to do this with Roman Reigns, we can see through that not like a glass of water.
There's such a thing as, I guess it's called narrative dissonance, where you can present the storyline in such a way that, oh yeah, like what we got with John Cena for years. Oh, can he overcome the odds? He's such an underdog. When in reality, we also know that, On screen, no, he's not an underdog because he wins all the time. And B, we also know this because in the background of WWE, we also know that he's a top guy in the eyes of the company. So if you want to see him as this like big dominant, if you want to put him out there as a big dominant Superman character, then yeah, maybe more people would buy into it. But because what we see on screen and what the narrative that they're pushing does not reflect the reality of what we, the audience, knows to be true, then yeah, we're going to reject that instinctively. And even though John Cena absolutely did have his problems, Roman Reigns is just like trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. At least John Cena serves a purpose. Roman Reigns is just a man without a country. He's a soldier of fortune without purpose or direction. We don't owe anybody effing explanation. Fell in love with the girl of the Rock show, and I did not fall in love with the Roman Reigns.
It's so. Speaking of John Cena, like the real difference between John Cena and Roman Reigns is like when people saying, "Oh, we don't want John Cena as the guy anymore." The big question is like, well, who do you see filling in those shoes as the guy? There weren't a lot of choices back then. John Cena actually filled those shoes quite well. But you look at Roman Reigns' case, there's like, oh, who can you see to fill in that spot? You have plenty of names now who can fill in that spot at being the WWE guy. Clear as day. And who can honestly fit in those shoes way better than Roman Reigns can. Seth Rollins, but as we said, I even said he should be the face of the company. And then you have someone like Braun Strowman, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. You have plenty of names who you can present as your face of the company. But the fact that they are so hook, line, and sinker for trying to push Roman Reigns as the next John Cena, we refuse to buy it because it's impossible to see them being in the same league with one another.
So that all being said, what's the final rating you would give this show?
I want to hear yours first because I'm more intrigued with yours.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 goat face.
No, come on. Be serious. Come on. The show's about to end. I want to get out of here too, so...
Okay, in all seriousness, I cannot give this anything other than a 1.5, 1 out of 5 peach fuzz.
One is clean shaven.
Clean shaven then. What is 0 out of 5? Just decapitated?
Honestly, I feel like we should actually change our rating system to add a 0.
Yeah, 0 is decapitated.
I'll say this then, okay? The only reason this has a face is because of Seth Rollins versus The Miz. Okay? It's going to get a clean shaven for me, but without Seth Rollins versus The Miz, I was going to go Jeremy John style and give this black hole of death. but
it really makes me want to go rearrange this facial hair system.
I'll give this a Marie Antoinette out of 5.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this one a clean shaven 1. The saving grace was that Seth Rollins versus Miz match, but as much as I loved that match, it just wasn't enough to save it. Mm-hmm. To save this event, and as of right now, this is my worst pay-per-view of the year, and this is easily the worst pay-per-view of 2018 for WWE.
And that's a damn shame.
And that is a very damn shame. Will there be worse after? I don't know, probably. But as of now, hopefully they learn from their mistakes of this mess of a pay-per-view and just never give anything like this again.
So there you go. The eyes have it. But in the meantime, you've heard from us. Now we want to know what you, the Scholars of Wrestling audience, have to say. So leave us a comment on all across social media. Join in the conversation. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're on Facebook, again, show us some love. Look us up under the names The Scholars of Wrestling Show. Give us more likes. We like to be liked around these parts. But moreover, we like to be a part of the conversation that's going across all over the world. And the best way to do that, to reach us directly, is to check us out on Twitter. Starting with our lead account, at ScholarsOW, for all the latest wrestling uploads and show notes and everything else. Or if you want a little bit more up close and personal with us, you can check us out on our private Twitter accounts. Fool, where can I reach you?
You can reach me at the Avataric.
Brian, where can he reach you?
You can reach me at Atomic Beanpole.
And you can reach me at I'm Robbie Rage. Join us for all the fun. Check us out. It's going to be great. And hey, one thing I've realized is that a good conversation can make even the most mediocre show a heck of a lot more enjoyable. But anyway,
more infuriated of the show itself, because of what we discussed, this show made me hate the show even more.
And they got some minor enjoyment out of it. It wasn't all bad.
It was still pretty bad though. It was pretty bad for me. Like, I was gonna give it probably Peach Fuzz, but now with what we discussed, it came down to the clean shaven. So,
and we would know because you know who we are. We're the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
See you all for a better week in wrestling next week.
Better be.
It's out.